Alright guys, so you saw 2102 crossover Industrial Drive in Hamburg on her way to Reading to pick up the passenger coaches. And now I'm heading north on the John Bartram Trail. I'm going to do something a little bit different on this chase. I am going to film from an old truss bridge because this used to be a railroad, this trail that I'm on, and you know, shame on me, I forgot to look up which one before I ran my mouth. I'll put that at the bottom of the screen. This used to be a railroad crossing a railroad. Now it's a trail crossing a railroad over the old truss bridge, and that is going to be my next location to film 2102. Alright guys, and here we are. We're coming up on the truss bridge. It's a little closer to the parking lot than I expected. It looks like I've done about 0.7 to 0.8 miles. We'll just say 3/4 of a mile. This crosses over the Reading and Northern tracks, and this is where we'll be filming 2102. At the north here, I see the photo line. I don't know how people are accessing that, but that would be a good spot. You'd catch the bridge in the view. Nope, she's already through, because look at this, guys. This is Molino Road, Molino Drive, whatever it is. That's people pulling out. There's a Reading and Northern high railer there. Yeah, she's already through. Wow. She's moving. Well, she always is, but you know, I had the penalty of having to ride on the trail back to the truck. And I went pretty quick. This wasn't quick enough. There's the smoke. There she is, guys. So, alright, this reminds me of the freight chase, where I was cresting this hill and I could see the smoke in the valley. Almost the exact same view, almost the exact same position. I don't think I'm going to make it to Rauschs in time. Unfortunately, I really wanted to film there. It's a new location for me. I filmed in New Ringgold, which is where this road goes. I filmed there, I feel like every chase. So I think what I'm going to do is branch off. There she is, guys. Look, there she is, off to the side. There's the dome car. Hi, Nick. Hey, Nick, this is where we had our phone call last time I was on the drive. Now you're riding by in the dome car. Alright, so we're getting ahead of this wave of people for the most part. Alright guys, I think what I'm going to do, because I have filmed New Ringgold so many times, and I'm trying to get different stuff. I'm going to cut off this road and ride up to Hecla. And I filmed the freight through there going in the other direction, but in terms of the steam excursion, that will be something different for me. So I think I'm going to do that. And that's how these rail fanning adventures go. I mean, you make your best plans, you try to follow them to a T, but sometimes you just have to make decisions on the fly, and this is one of those times. And that's where knowing your track, knowing your roads really comes in handy, because I don't have time to pull over and play with the GPS. So Hecla it is. Let's go give that a try. I'll see you there. Alright guys, I'm not kidding when I say I made that with less than a minute to spare. Alright guys, as you can see we're pulling into Jim Thorpe, and I'm looking at the clock, and the Lehigh Gorge Scenic Railway train, the 11 o'clock trip, should be pulling out in 2 minutes. Didn't time it this way, but sometimes you get lucky. So maybe we'll get to see that pull out of the station before we pull into the parking lot. Alright, there she goes. Not going to get a great view. Alright guys, what you're looking at there, that's the Black Diamond. That's Andy Muller's private rail car. So he's in town. Alright, and you see that bridge ahead, guys? That's the 903 bridge. I'm going to go up there. I don't know if I'll be filming from the bridge itself because we're going to have the same problem with the fence that we did in Hamburg, or if I'll be off to the side up on this retaining wall. I filmed 425 there before. It's a good view. I'll pick the spot when I get up there, but give you a different view, overhead view of the steam engine. It'll be something different. Alright guys, I sure hope I hit record on the helmet cam because that was one epic chase paralleling 2102 down the D&L Trail. Really cool to get that up close to her for a distance and really hear her working, smell the coal. You can really feel it in the ground. It's just an amazing, amazing piece of machinery. And so what they're doing now, guys, they've turned her around. They're going to back her into the yard and they'll decouple her for service. And the diesels will take the passenger cars to where they can be stored until it's time for the passengers to board again.
Back.
We finally got Andy to say hi to the channel.
Hello.
How you doing today, Andy?
I'm doing good. I talk to all my customers though, you know.
Yeah, you got a lot of fans out here.
Holly.
She's your biggest fan. Hey, Holly.
Actually, I don't think she cares about me. She's more interested in the other dog. Did you ride today or you just...
I'm just chasing today, but I'm riding in October.
Okay.
I didn't know what kind of weather we were going to get in the summer, so I said I'd rather buy a ticket when we have the cooler weather. So I got...
Nice and cool this morning, you know.
It's been, you know what, we've gotten very lucky with the weather for these runs. Very, very lucky.
Yeah.
There we go, guys. We got Andy and we got his beautiful number 2102 right here. Oh, they're running over to the other track.
The photo run by will be taking place in just a few minutes. Again, please remain behind the yellow line for your safety.
waiting for something?
Yeah, steam engine.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Check this out, guys. We're going past KME, well, formerly KME, now Reading and Northern. You see that tank out there? That army tank? That belongs to our friend Andy. He's got all the cool toys, guys. All the cool toys. And that runs from what I heard, so I have to get back there to photograph that another time, but I did want to point that out as I drove. Alright guys, it was a whirlwind time in Jim Thorpe. I almost forget where I left off with the narration and everything. Got to say hi to Andy. Andy got to say hi to you. And now we find ourselves out at the crossing. I'm not sure which road here is Church and which is Fairview. It's sort of a triangular crossing here. I've got another camera on my truck as I wait. That'll get us a fixed view. And then, I don't know if you could see, there's the smoke. Here she comes. So this is a new to me crossing. And to put this in context of where we are, we're looking towards the direction of Hometown High Bridge. The train will come through this intersection heading west and then start to make its loop back down south and then east and then south again towards Tamaqua. I believe we're going to skip Tamaqua on this chase, and we're going to go to another new crossing, which I'll tell you about when we get there. She left behind quite a smoke cloud at this location, guys. Check that out. You see that drifting off into the distance. Nice and clear over there. Alright guys, as we head into the infamous Molino traffic jam, I realized that the cat had my tongue at the last crossing. It was a lovely new crossing and I didn't utter one word to describe it to you. I don't know, some of you might prefer I keep my mouth shut, but anyway, I believe that crossing was what they call Rauschs. I apologize if I've botched the name of the town, but I think that's how it's pronounced. That is Mill Mountain Road. And that really turned out to be a nice location. That's the location I had planned for this morning that didn't work out. And you know what? In hindsight, that was a good thing because the position of the sun at that crossing was much better for the afternoon. And as you can see from the videos, it wasn't that crowded. So that's a bonus. Some spots I've passed through have been very crowded today. Others, it seems like people are not putting as much effort to get to these farther off the highway locations. It's been a long day. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. The train is now heading towards Port Clinton, where it'll let some passengers off, and then it'll finish its journey towards Reading. I have one more stop planned between here and Reading. And I'm not going to say what yet because I'm skeptical on my first choice. If that doesn't work, I have a backup plan. Both of them are new to me crossings. So let's just see where I end up if I can get through this traffic jam. Alright guys, I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I've gotten myself to my first choice of locations and it is really cool. I'm really happy with it. I think this is called Washington Road, and it's somewhere between Leesport and Reading, and there's only one other vehicle out here, so it's a pretty quiet location, but I just had seen this bridge on the map the other day and absolutely fell in love. Well, that was a great location, guys. I got shots from both sides of the bridge. Love this bridge. Hopefully both sides come out good. And that's our last main action shot for today. Believe it or not, even though it feels like I'm in the middle of nowhere, I'm only a couple miles north of Reading Outer Station. And we're going to head there next, mainly just to see our friend Nick from Nick's Crossing as he gets off the train. Well, the train will get there before we do, and Nick will be off the train by then, but it'll still be nice to catch up before the day's over. And this was my alternate location. This is Cross Keys Road. I know a lot of people film here. It looks like there's plenty of parking off the side of the road. I can see the ditch lights on the back of the observation car looking to my right. I mean, it's not a bad location, but it's not really distinctive in any way. That was my plan B. If the bridge didn't work out, I'll probably film there eventually. So all we got to do now is make our way down to Reading Outer Station. We will not beat the train there. I'm not even trying. It's just not possible. But I figured I can at least catch up with Nick from Nick's Crossing again and Sean from Sean's Train Depot, and, you know, just hang out a bit and say goodnight and film whatever's going on at the station. So if you've hung on this long, we've got one more stop. Hang in just a little bit longer and we'll wrap this up. Alright, so you can see everybody's getting off the train. The real challenge now is finding Sean and Nick. And they're probably further down because they were in the dome car, and the dome car is further back. So let's take a walk.
Likewise. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Alright guys, so what's happening here is this is such a long train that they've unloaded most of these cars, but now they got to pull it forward so the rest of the cars can unload. So Nick and Sean are still sitting back there in the dome car. So I said it was impossible to beat them to the station. While I was wrong. I didn't beat the train to the station, but I did beat Nick and Sean. So we get to film it pulling forward and surprise them when they get off. You made it. Nice. Nick's riding in the first dome car. So I didn't think I'd beat him to the station, but I did. Nice. They had been riding towards the back. I don't see them. God knows where they got off to. There he is. I want to yell to him, but he's not going to hear me through the glass. Nick! Nick! Turn around. There he is. Yep, you think you can hide. So, Nick and Sean made it. I thought for sure they were going to stop the train somewhere and kick you guys off.
Oh, I'm not that
You
bad.
behaved?
No, I stood up the whole time.
We saw you. We caught you that
Yeah,
time.
okay, yeah, I did see it that one time. I had the coolest location for my final spot, and you guys had your backs to me. And I was on your side of the train, and I'm
all
like,
good.
there they are. Oh, yeah, they're not even looking at me.
Be all right.
Yeah, I got some good spots today. I think this, hopefully it all came out as good as I think it did.
Oh, jeez.
How'd you like the ride?
Exhausting. Well,
You're exhausted.
I'm tired.
You're exhausted.
I stood up the whole time. My legs.
You guys could have sat back, enjoyed the ride. I've been chasing. I left my house at 6 in the morning, and you're tired?
I left at 6.
So it's worth keeping my ticket for October 29th? No.
Give it to me.
I'll give it. I think I'm keeping it, guys. What do you say?
Which car are you riding in?
One of the dome cars.
You'll like it. Have fun. Time to go home and eat.
Yes.
Dinner.
Definitely time to eat.
You have to do the 2102 salute.
And we'll do. Well, there she goes, guys. That was a great finale with the whistle, as if she was saying, help, I don't want to be dragged back home. I want to keep running.
Uh-oh.